Let's head back to one of the depressing stories now. It's been more than a week since 6-year-old Khayalethu Magadla fell into an uncovered manhole whilst playing with friends in Soweto. Search and recovery teams are continuing their search for, this is now after a week after looking for the young Magadla. This has highlighted the increase in vandalism and the theft of manhole covers in the city of Johannesburg. Let's try and get an update now, and we speak to Johannesburg Emergency Services spokesperson Robert Mulaudzi. Mr. Mulaudzi, thank you very much for your time. And I suppose at this hour you are unable to tell us whether you have been able to locate the body of the young Khayalethu.
Good morning, Toli, and morning to the viewers. Yes, today we're still continuing with our search, with the hope that we will be able to locate him. We're continuing with along that pipeline where he initially fell on last Sunday. We are using technology in the form of a camera device, which is an underwater camera device, which gives us a 360 view of the pipeline itself, and also we are able to send our technicians along the pipeline. But that we have to do it with in coordination with Joburg Water because of the water flow along the pipeline. So now and then we'll have to ask them to divert some water along the pipeline so that we're able to search along that section of the pipeline. So hence we're doing it section by section. Yeah. So we're hoping that by the time we get into the main split chamber, maybe we might be able to locate him, and also we will be removing any uncertainty about his whereabouts along the pipeline. So hence we're moving, making sure that the pipeline is cleared just before we get to the split chamber, so that we can only concentrate on the split chamber. But right now, even at the split chamber, we do have our colleagues from Joburg Water who are monitoring the split chamber while we are making sure that along the pipeline there is no obstruction or any blockages along the pipeline.
Yeah. Talk to us about just how far you are from that split chamber of the sewer. You have mentioned that it is at the area of Klipspruit. What does the infrastructure look like there?
Okay, so the distance between where the incident initially occurred last Sunday, which is in Dlamini 1, to Oliphant's Flay Cemetery, where the split chamber is it's about 13 kilometers. So from where we are in Dlamini to where we're operating today, I will say we already covered about, you can say about 8 kilometers, even though it's not like a straight road, like, because it's got turns and things like that. So we have covered about 8 kilometers of that distance. We still have a longer distance along the pipeline, which is from where we left off last night to the ventilation shaft. The ventilation shaft is a critical part of the line, the pipeline, because that is where the pipelines come together, so that they form one line which is moving towards the split chamber. So we're just pinning our hopes in this area, Koli, to say maybe along this line we might be able to, find something. After the ventilation shaft, we will still have about 2 main holes, which is got a distance of about 50 to 100 meters apart, just before we get into the split chamber. So we're hoping that along this line, we might be able to locate young Khayalethu along this line, and we'll be able to hand him over to the family so that they can be able to find closure. I mean, it has been long. It's already 8 days now since the incident occurred. So we already briefed them about the chances of us recovering him while he's still alive are very slim, because of the area itself. The storage system, it's about 1.2 meters wide, 1.8 to 2 meters high. So with the flow of water on that pipeline, he cannot be the environment is not conducive for him to survive for that long.
Yeah.
And also, in addition, there's also a problem of methane, which is a gas which you cannot really smell along the pipeline. So there's a lot of hazards which makes it difficult for us to be able to recover him alive. Hence, we have already prepared the family, to expect, the worst, and they understand that due to the nature of the environment where he is, and also the number of days which took us to conduct the search, those chances are very slim. So they just want us to be able to recover him so that they can be able to find closure. Yeah. And we're still committing ourselves to continue with the search up until we recover him.
Sure. Sounds you have had that very difficult conversation, and my next question will likely add to the difficulty, particularly for sensitive viewers, because it's going to be slightly graphic. And so you've mentioned the number of days that young Khayalethu would have been stuck wherever it is within the pipeline. The question is, do you expect the body to be intact, given the chemicals that you spoke about that are used in this sewer system?
Yes, there will be, some maybe deformities along the way. But from our side, since, it's a young boy, we're hoping that if he did stuck in, the waste along the pipeline, we might still be able to recover him while he's still intact. That's our hope, so that the family can be able to find, that long-awaited closure. So it's our hope. But the chances also are very slim, due to the nature of the environment which we're operating in. But we're just hoping that it will also depend in terms of where he might have been stuck. So that's a possibility also is there. Yeah, but we're hoping that he will be in a state whereby the family will be able to identify him and also recover him. Identify him in the state in which he initially fell into the manhole.
Yeah. Final question to you, Mr. Mulaudzi. The timeline, are you able to give yourselves a particular timeline between where you say the distance is to that split of the sewer system? In other words, yes. Are you giving yourselves a matter of days, a matter of hours before you reach that point? And what happens if you reach that point and you still have not been able to discover his body?
Okay, the days which we can give ourselves, I would say maybe in the next day or two. I'll say in the next 2 days, we should be by the split chamber. Hopefully by then we will be lucky to have been recovered. But if not, from our side, we will be focusing on the split chamber. So meaning that we will be only focusing on the area of the split chamber. That area now is Johannesburg Water's jurisdiction. So meaning that Johannesburg Water will be the ones who will be monitoring now the split chamber for everything which comes along. So hence we started from the beginning where the incident occurred, just to remove any uncertainty, so that when we spend maybe days when we are focusing on the split chamber, we are certain that along the pipeline is clear.
Yeah. Robert Mulaudzi, let me wish you all the best as you try to locate the body of this young man.